AfroHub Community, and welcome to another video. I am Sipho Boy, and thank you so much for tuning in. We are approaching July, of which for us who are following the Southern African calendar, we are approaching our last month of 2023. The year is coming to an end because our new year starts in August, which means that in August we're starting 2024. That basically means that we are ahead. And I think it's even more fitting because Africa is the mother continent, the mother of spirituality and the mother of life. And so it's actually more fitting that it should be leading in hashtag African spirituality must lead. So I was actually looking at the Southern African calendar, and the Southern African people, the Basotho people, used to follow their months according to nature, because African people are people of nature. And so the months were according to the different seasons and also what's happening in their surroundings. And so for July, when I checked, July is called Pupu, which is in the Basotho language. And basically it says that everything seems completely dead and lifeless. Nature is holding back completely. So that's basically what would happen in July, that everything is completely dead and that nature is holding back completely. And then in the new year starts in August, which is called Pado, from the verb fata, which is to dig. And it says that as the barren fields are plowed and prepared in anticipation of the next month's explosion of life. So basically August, which is Fata, the month, was this month where now we are plowing our seeds, we are working in anticipation for this next month of explosion, which is our second month, which is September. And September is Luete, and it basically says the grass grows and the cows grow fat on it. They produce so much milk that the expression libisi luete, the milk has spilled over, is used. Our cup runneth over. So it's basically like an exciting time. The year is ending. We're approaching a new year, and yeah. So basically, just to backtrack. So July means that nature is holding back completely. It's winter. I mean, you can already see it's winter. It's dark. It's cold. We don't have much sunlight. And also, like, nature affects us. It affects our well-being. I get affected when I'm not too much in the sunlight. When you wake up and it's cold, it's so hard for us to wake up. Yeah, and it's also like the last month of the year. And I thought to myself, the last month of 2023, like, how did we even get here? And so the last month for me, it means reflection, it means gratitude, and also it means like preparing for the next month. So we'll basically like be using this month of July to reflect, to reflect on this past year, your past experiences, and also to feel grateful to be in the present moment, and also to prepare for this new year, where in August we'll be digging, we'll be plowing, which means that we are now planting seeds, which means that in this time of July, it's also our time to start like prepping for the new year. What were my failures? What do I want in this new year? What is my vision for this new year? It's my time to plow, because in August it's going to be our time to plow, and then in September that's when we come out and we live. So basically this video is me inviting you to something that I started back in 2021, which is Grateful in July. And it's basically a movement that says through life challenges and everything that's happening in the world, our day-to-day life, we are choosing to still find something to be grateful for, because whatever that we look for is what we find. If we're looking for the bad in the day, that's exactly what we find. And if we're looking for the good, if we're looking for things that we want to be thankful for, that's exactly what we'll find. And so for me, I use the month of July to be intentional about finding the good, and that's exactly what I choose to focus on. And also I was just checking just the science behind gratitude and also the research. So the research shows that gratitude, which is expressing appreciation and just being thankful, It improves our overall well-being. It increases our happiness, it decreases depression, and it helps us to be more resilient, to be able to take on more of life's challenges. Um, I mean, guys, life is hard. And the older that we're getting, life is getting harder. And with the social media era, it means that every time when something bad happens, we are bound to find out. And so being intentional about finding the good, because it's so hard for us to even find the good in our day-to-day life. It's actually something that is quite needed. Um, and like obviously like we need to have like a more realistic view of gratitude. Being grateful doesn't mean that I will now be happy most of July. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to face challenges in July. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to have a bad day. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to cry. It doesn't mean that I'm still not going to, experience everything that makes me human, because the good and the bad, it's things that make us human. It's things that help us to grow. But it actually means through the everyday, through life's challenges, through the bad day that I'm going to experience, I will still end of my day by finding these three things and be intentional of these three things that I'm highly grateful for. And the more that I do it, the more that I practice it, is the more that I will start going into the day searching for things that I'm grateful for without even like actively searching for it. But it's something that is now going to start sticking with me, that I'm now grateful for 1, 2, 3. And that's how I'll be entering into this new year. I'll be entering into this new year with high vibration, with gratitude, and just basic excitement for this new year, no matter what I faced in this past year. So basically, the routine and it's basically the routine that I've been applying for Grateful in July. So basically the routine is that we're starting at 9 p.m. because 9 p.m. is actually the time that I personally use to pray for myself. And so our Grateful in July will start at 9 p.m. First of all, we'll be lighting isbane, or spiritual candles, emsamo, or just like finding a quiet place away from everyone and just lighting your candles. And that's basically up to you what candles you light. Personally, I light my white candles, which represent my pure spirit guides, my yellow candle, which will represent spiritual balance, and also lighting baby blue candle, which is representing isithunywa esikhulu umabiza sabele under i-guidance yembono babuzulezwe. And then after lighting my candles, I'll be doing my 5-minute meditation, which is basically me sitting in silence and just breathing in and out. And then I will pray or phahla or just like communicate with my spirit guides, with his ancestors, it's your creator, and just basic communication. Most of the time what I found is that I then use the time to just reflect on the day. And lastly, it's writing down the 3 things that I am grateful for. It can be anything. And of course, as you start, it will be a bit difficult for you to find those 3 things. But as you go, you'll find the flow of actually finding those 3 things that you're grateful for. And we're doing this from the 1st of July up until the end of July. So basically, like through the month of July, it's basically our time to reflect on this past year of 2023, starting from August up until July, just reflecting on 2023. What lessons have I learned through this year? What are the challenges that I faced? What were my failures? Who have I become over this past year? How have I changed into my day-to-day? How have I changed into the way that I deal with things? Am I aligned to my purpose? Are my values still intact? What are my values? What do I still need to check into my values? So it's basically like a time for us to start reflecting on 2023 and just how the year is. I will also be doing that. And on my side, on my podcast, which is the process of becoming by Siphohle Boy, I'll do like every 2 weeks where I then reflect on how it's going with my gratitude process. So I'm really excited about this. I feel like I've been blabbing. I'm really excited about it, and I do hope that you also join in. Basically, you just need to get yourself your notebook while we still have time. I'll be using my A4 notebook. Just getting your notebook can even be A5, and that's where we'll be noting down each and every day what we are grateful for. Can I ask that if you are going to be a part of this challenge, for you to just comment down below and also just tag me on your Instagram, because that's where I will be. That's where I'll be documenting it every day on my Instagram story, and you can tag me, #GratefulinJuly. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm super excited to see how this month unfolds, and just like how gratitude has an impact into our everyday life. Thank you so much once again for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Let's connect on my socials, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.